Hey Fragrance Junkie Gang, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, welcome. Y'all, we must discuss the new releases for Summer 3 because like a lot of you, I was so excited to see some new candle releases coming out prior to the full-on fall release. On the positive side, I like the package designs of the candles, and the newer scents released in this collection are up my alley. I decided to combine all 4 of my post-burn reviews into one collective video because while the scent notes sounded great, upon having actually burnt the candles, I'm not as impressed as I thought I would be. I'll probably be the only reviewer of this collection who feels underwhelmed, and I'm okay with that. I'd rather continue to be honest and truthful with my opinions than hype you all up just because Bath & Body Works is a popular candle brand. Out of all the spring and summer 2024 releases, this was the least impressive release in my opinion. That's not to say the scents are bad or the candles are performing terribly. I just wasn't moved by the candles once I started burning them. Please keep in mind that this is my own personal burn experience, and you may have a better burn experience with these fragrances than me. So let's start with Cafe Latte. I feel like this candle will be the most popular of the 4. However, I'm aware that this candle is being compared to a repackage of various coffee candles that Bath & Body Works released in the past. The only candle that I could say it definitely is not a repackage of is Caramel Frappuccino. The notes may seem similar, but they are not the same fragrance. I never had caramel brulee latte or whipped caramel cold brew to be able to compare the two, but I assure you this is no caramel frappuccino. In my opinion, the scent notes are blended better and more balanced than caramel frappuccino, and caramel frappuccino legit smells like a caramel flavored coffee from Starbucks. To my nose, Cafe Latte lacks the espresso note and is very caramel forward. The scent notes for Cafe Latte are bold espresso beans, vanilla sweet cream, and caramel drizzle. On cold, the espresso bean note isn't strong or bold, but lends a light roastedness in the background of the scent. The vanilla sweet cream smooths out the caramel note and keeps the caramel from smelling too heavy, overly sweet, or cloying. The vanilla helps in softening up the scent and makes it tolerable to burn in the hot summer weather, but with the caramel note being at the forefront, I'd rather burn this candle during the fall. If you enjoy soft, sweet caramel scents, then you may enjoy this candle. This can make a nice blending candle, but on its own, it's not that remarkable to me. As far as the burn performance, this comes within core wicks that usually perform well for me, so no issues to report as far as the burn performance. I will say, with this being a caramel dominant scent with that light roastedness in the background, you may want to keep your burn time down to 3 hours maximum. Overburning a scent like this can lead to a burnt, scorched smell. As far as the strength and throw in an open concept without a hurricane, this candle falls into the soft medium range. I rate the strength and throw a 6 out of 10 in my open concept. The fragrance fills my kitchen and dining room area versus filling my entire open concept area. I'll more than likely finish enjoying this candle in my hurricane to increase the strength and throw a bit more in my open concept. To me, this candle isn't a love, it's just okay, so I'll be passing on repurchasing it. I have other coffee scents in my stash that I enjoy more. Moving on to Coastal Cottage. I love the green packaging and I enjoy scents that have the type of notes listed in this candle. I love a good fresh green, earthy, woody, herbal blend. This candle also has a fresh and airy aquatic accord to it aside from the green woody earthiness. The scent notes for Coastal Cottage are garden sage, oak moss, and beach breeze. This fragrance can be burned any time of year and doesn't lean too heavy of a fall scent due to the light oak moss, and it isn't too much of a summery beachy scent despite having an airy aquatic accord. The garden sage also isn't a heavy herbal note, nor does it lean too camphorous. This scent is fresh and relaxing with a light earthy green woodiness. The woodiness that I get comes off to be a fresh, light cedarwood scent, although one isn't listed. The oak moss note isn't rich, damp, slightly musky, or much on the naturistic forest side like I expected it to be. The fresh aquatic accord keeps the sage and oak moss from being too sharp or off-putting. This candle has thick rope-like wicks that aren't burning too hot or too fast. So far, I'm not seeing an excessive amount of soot, so hopefully this candle will continue to burn well. In terms of strength and throw, this candle falls into the low range in a large open space, in the low medium range in a small enclosed space without being placed into a hurricane. The fragrance softly fills my bedroom, but it's more noticeable when I walk in and out of the room. In a large open space, the scent is mostly noticeable when I'm a few feet away from the candle and doesn't fill up the room it's placed in when in a large open space. In an open concept, I'll rate this candle a 4 out of 10, and in an enclosed space, I'll rate it a 5 out of 10. This is another candle that I plan to place into a hurricane in order to maximize the strength and throw. This candle isn't wowing me much while burning, but I will say placing this in an office, bedroom, or bathroom will work as a soft scent. And if you want to try a light, fresh, earthy, woody scent for the first time, this is a safe one to try out. As for me, this won't be a repurchase. Next up is Summer Rain. I love a good fresh aquatic scent with a touch of earthiness to it. Afternoon Rainfall from Bath & Body Works and Cool Raindrops from Goose Creek are two of my favorite earthy rain type of fragrances. Summer Rain has notes of chilled open air, fresh musk, and juniper berries. I feel like Bath & Body Works does a good juniper berry note. Frozen Lake, Sweater Weather, and Juniper and Gin are some of my favorite candle fragrances from Bath & Body Works that have a juniper note. I also enjoyed the Juniper Breeze body care and purchased multiples of the Fine Fragrance Mist. It's something about the fresh earthy aroma of juniper that I love so much. The juniper berry note is present and well blended with the chilled open air accord and fresh musk. The overall scent isn't groundbreaking and is typical to the fresh aquatic airy scents we get from Bath & Body Works. The undertone of earthiness places this candle into the Zen category, so if you enjoy scents like bamboo and eucalyptus or afternoon rainfall, then you may enjoy this candle. This candle comes with thin core wicks that were on the tall side, so I trimmed the wicks prior to lighting the candle in order to avoid huge mushroom tops and sooting. When it comes to the strength and throw, this candle falls into the soft medium range in a closed concept without being placed into a hurricane. I rate the strength and throw a 5 to 6 out of 10. The fragrance is noticeable in my bedroom without being too light or too strong. With all of the aquatic fragrances I have, I don't feel the need to repurchase this one. Last but not least, we have Basil Leaf and Apple. I'm not really a fan of red apple scents, especially from Bath & Body Works, but the Basil Leaf pulled me in. I enjoy herbal and fruit blends, so I was hoping this would be amazing because I really enjoyed it in the hand soap. I'm more of a spring, fresh, green, tart apple lover, but with notes of crisp apple, fresh picked basil, and morning dew, I figured it would be super enjoyable. I do like the green packaging with the apple wreath in the center of the label. However, as far as the scent, this is just an apple forward scent that leans typical Bath & Body Works fall apple. I don't get much of any herbal basil and the scent isn't a dewy apple. If you enjoy Bath & Body Works fall apple scents, then you may enjoy this candle. This candle comes with thin core wicks that weren't too long, so I didn't have to trim the wicks prior to lighting the candle. I decided to light this candle in my open concept outside of a hurricane, and the strength and throw was in the low to low medium range. The scent softly fills the room it is placed in both an open or closed concept, so I'll rate the strength and throw a 4 to 5 out of 10. I don't know if Bath & Body Works just threw something together real quick for the sake of releasing a Summer 3 collection prior to fall, but this just wasn't it. In my honest opinion, I say save your coins and there's no need to rush out and buy this collection. We really didn't need Cafe Latte after having Paris Cafe re-released for spring. We got Caramel Frappuccino during Candle Day, and Freshly Brewed Coffee is returning this fall. You, Me and the Sea, Surf Shop, Sea Salt and Cells, Turquoise Waters, and Deep Blue Sea, aka Blue Icelandic Waters, are way better aquatic scents than Summer Rain. Had the basil note been done right in Basil Leaf and Apple, that would have been a fine release, but with the slew of fall apple repackages coming, we could have did without Basil Leaf and Apple. Coastal Cottage is just okay and pretty basic. I apologize if this review leans negative, but I always want to be completely honest with you all, and these candles just didn't do it for me. I usually enjoy a lot of Bath & Body Works releases, but I guess you can't win them all. If any of you guys purchase this collection, I hope you enjoy it more than I did. Although these candles didn't live up to my expectations, I still want to hear how you guys' burn experiences went if you purchased any of these candles, so feel free to leave a comment below. Bath & Body Works is really going to have to deliver with the next release, or I will likely be passing on purchasing, especially if it's an unremarkable new release. I'll more than likely be saving my coins for some fall releases from other companies. Until next time, bye!